know you missed us, but now we're back. C&T Talking Tigers. Let's enter this Tiger Den. Let's go. You already know what it is. It is C&T Talking Tigers, where Auburn football is what we do. Listen, I'm Courtney Chandler. There's Tony Milford. We are so happy to be back in your homes this evening on this beautiful Wednesday night. 8:12 is what the clock says. Listen, we are happy to be back with y'all to talk about some Auburn football. Make sure you continue to follow us on YouTube, C&T Talking Tigers, and also on IG, C&T Talking Tigers. It's been a minute, but your favorite Auburn podcast is back. Tony, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Courtney, what it do, man? What it do, man? It's been a long time, man. A lot of taking place since the last time we've talked to each other on the airways and to our people. But it's a good time on the plains. Just ended basketball season. NIT champs. Shout out to the
Yep.
basketball team. You know what I'm saying? If you can't make the tournament, the next best thing to do is win the
It's
NIT. And we
Wendy's.
did that. So we won the NIT. The portal starting to shake a little bit. Pettigrew coming back. We got some boys that
Yes,
we're gonna
sir.
grab some boys at the portal. Baseball team starting to do their thing. You know what I mean? We always keep a pretty good baseball team. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, they can continue. But the most important thing is a new age. It's a new attitude on the plains, baby. It's a
Yes,
new
sir.
attitude on the plains and
Yes,
on
sir.
the football side of things, man. And it feels good. It feels different. Um, and apparently, according to the boys, it is different. So, man, I'm
Right.
excited. I've
Facts.
been excited.
Facts.
I've been excited from day one. I was on board. I wasn't iffy about it. I liked it. I loved it. I'm glad about it. Um, Sneaky good hire, and I love it. We talked about the staff. You know, we put together last time. That was a little bit of our focus of the show last time. We talked about the staff, and now it's time to talk about the new additions and not Bobby Brown.
But you know what? Every little step we take,
Hey, every little
you
step we
know,
take, baby.
we gonna be there.
Yes,
Every little
sir.
step.
Yes, sir.
C&T Talking Tigers gonna be there. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about some of the new additions. I'm just gonna go down the list, and then I'm gonna let you kind of talk about some of the standout players that are on. But we got we got a lot of players that came from the transfer portal since Allen Golens has come to Auburn. Currently, right now, it's showing 39 newcomers. And Tony, I'll let you get into the positions and what they where they came from and just the impact they're gonna have on the team. We got Byron Brown, Hudson Powell, Kristen Neptune, Xavier Newsome, Corey Pettigrew, Jeremiah Koger, Lachlan Hewitt, Gavin Jenkins, Nakai Davenport, I think it's Stanton Ramil, Jonathan
Mm-hmm.
Eccles, Fred Gaskin, Chase Nimrod, Cody Sigler, Kashawn Singleton, Joe Simmons, Nate Johnson, Saint Fierro, Bryson Washington, Andre Jordan Jr., Tristan Tiea, Jake Johnson, Cole Skinner, Shamar Arnaud, Cole Best, Jacob Schran, Walter Mathis Jr., TJ Hedrick, Scrape Richardson, Deshaun Womack, Jack Nate Nair. I hope I said his name right. Jack Mutt, Luttrell, Kamari Todd, Kenneth Mac- McManus the fourth, Derek Plass, Hunter Herring, Tay Meadows, Michael Mathis Canty, and Arliss Brodingham. All right, so those are the guys that are back or are part of the Auburn Tiger family. The team now, again, 39 players that we now have from the transfer portal. Toney, just reading off that list, um, any positions that stand out to you that from those list of guys that I just named?
Well, first is going to be, just the myriad of guys that followed their coach from South Florida.
Mhm.
I like to touch, we touch on those first. On well, position, we brought in a lot of receivers. We lost a lot of
Yeah,
receivers. We brought in a lot of receivers. We lost a few DBs. We brought in a few DBs. We needed
right,
offensive linemen. We brought in some offensive linemen. Tight end position was kind of thin. We brought in some tight ends. The running back room needed a little shakeup, and we flooded the running back room. We had to replenish the quarterback room. At every position, there was guys that we needed to bring in, and we brought them in, man.
right.
Speaking of those South Florida guys, we brought in guys, tight end Jonathan Eccles. He's a sophomore coming from South Florida, 6'6", 235. It's going to be somebody that we're going to be able to work with for the next couple of years, going to be an important piece. Uh, we brought in depth. We brought depth position from South Florida as far as the quarterback. Lachlan Hewitt and Rice Brush, a young freshman that was committed to Golish from down there in Armwood. Quarterback 6'2", 190, and he brought Lachlan Hewitt with him. So quarterback room's been replenished. As far as like I said, the tight end position, we brought in Jack Johnson from North Carolina, 6'6", 240-pound senior. Golish has been raving about him and his nasty attitude. He says he's a little bit of a jerk on the field, which is a good thing. You want
Yeah,
you a big nasty tight end, man, and we
yeah,
can use some production from that tight end position. We hadn't got a lot in the last few years. And you can tell by the guys that we brought in, Jonathan Eccles, 6'6", 235, Jake Johnson, 6'6", 240. We brought another one in, Arliss Boardingham from Bowling Green. He's more of a H-back receiving tight end, 6'3". Xavier Newsom from Howard, 6'6", 255. Hunter Herring from ULM, 6'5", 230. So the guys we brought in fit a, he has a size preference that they like.
yeah,
6'5", 6'6", 235, 240, 250 tight ends that can inline block and capable receivers. So that's going to be look to be an improvement there. Man, the wide receiver room took on a whole facelift. Only one of the freeze four remains. That's Bryce Kane. Shout out to Bryce
yeah,
for sticking around. We brought a lot of production from South Florida and a lot of guys that fill different roles. We brought Jeremiah Kroger. You mentioned him. He's a sophomore, 6'3", 210. Big boy. Chaz Nimrod, 6'2", 200. These are guys that are going to fill a lot of roles, that are going to catch a lot of balls for us. He's a senior. We brought in Christian Neptune, 5'11", 190, a sophomore. We'll have him on the plains for a couple of years of work with, one of our slot guys. Keyshawn Singleton, 6'3", 215, another big body. We lost
yep,
Cam Coleman. We lost Perry Thompson. Well, we brought in two 6'3" receivers from South Florida. Corey Pettigrew, another one from South Florida, a redshirt freshman, 6'1", 180. The wide receiver room is going to look good, and and a lot of those boys come by way of South Florida. So we appreciate South Florida, which is going to be big, just because, of course, Byron Brown. Everybody know he was the number one target at quarterback in the portal this year. The familiarity with those receivers, they know the system, they know the checks, they know everything. So that's a big plus for us to have experience at receiver coming from South Florida, guys who can relay the plays, who can relay the routes, who can relay the checks, who can relay what coach likes, what quarterback likes from experience, and that helps add. That's just extra coaching. You can never have
Right.
too much coaching, man. Um, uh, a couple of receivers that came on after the initial draft class that signed on in February. Um, Brady Marchese and Brian Williams Jr. Deshaun Spencer, Brady Marchese, and Brian Williams Jr. Going to be three freshmen to keep your eyes on. Brian Williams has been a standout in practice from First Academy down there in Florida, 6'4", 190. Um, Deshaun Spencer from Maryland, 5'11", 165 freshman, man, he is electric. So the wide
Oh
receiver
yeah.
room is just gonna be made over it, and I think we're really going to finally get to see the talent displayed on the field. We had a lot of potential with the Freeze Four and some other guys that we had on the team before, but we're going to get to see the production meet that potential this year. Hopefully, we'll see that Saturday. Get a preview of that, or what's to happen on the plains in the future. Some other guys that we brought in on the offensive side of the ball. We brought in running backs. You mentioned Tay Meadows. He's from the Auburn area. Went to Roanoke. He transferred in from Troy. 5'10", 200-pound, good sized guy. We also brought in Nakia Davenport, 6 foot, 215-pound sophomore from South Florida. Knows the system, knows the coaches, knows what to expect, knows what to do. One of the biggest pickups from those running backs would be my man from Baylor.
Oh yeah.
From Baylor, Bryson Washington, 6 foot,
Yeah.
215-pound junior.
He a big boy.
He's probably going to be the direct uh, backup, the number two to Jeremiah Cobb. Everybody know Jeremiah Cobb's our guy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We follow JC in real life, and we're gonna follow JC on the field, baby.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
JC, you can't go wrong with JC. So
No.
yeah, yeah. So Braxton Washington from Baylor, that was a big pickup. Looking for big things out of him, man. We got some guys that are going to make impact out that portal. The quarterback Byron Brown, he's going to make an impact. The tight ends, Jake Johnson, he's probably going to be starter. He's going to make an impact. Eccles and the boy from the big boy from Hampton, 6'5", 255, Xavier Newsom, big boy, and he's
Yeah.
young too, man. So we got guys. We just didn't take guys just to fill holes. We took guys that are going to make impact, and all those receivers looking for impact from just about each one of those guys because we're going to play 3-4 receivers at a time. It's going to be sometimes we're going to be out there in 5 wide, and we're going to have to use the plethora of receivers. And now we had the depth to do it. On the offensive line, big pickups on the offensive line. Derek Plass, 6'4", 310, sophomore from Miami. He's been making heads turn in during the spring. Could be one of our first 5 out there. We brought in Ken McManus the fourth from Akron, 6'2", 320-pound lineman. Cole Skinner, 6'5", 325-pound senior from South Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Knows the offense, knows the checks, knows the calls, knows what the offense wants, knows what the offensive line coach expects. Big pickup. TJ Hendrick, a 6'4", 320-pound redshirt freshman from Ole Miss. That's a guy we'll be able to work with for
That's a
years to
big get.
come.
That's a big get.
Big get. Cade Burnett from West Georgia, originally from Alabama, went to XL, I'm not mistaken, 6'5", 275, depth piece. Stanton Ramil, 6'7", 312-pound from Michigan State. It's going to be probably our starting left tackle. Hopefully we'll have Stanton on the line for 2 years. Jacob Strand from Oregon State, 6'5", 300-pounder, senior, experienced. Probably be one of our first 5 out there. Ty Buster from Brown, redshirt freshman, 6'3", 315-pound interior lineman. We brought in Jack Larry from Stanford, 6'5", 315-pounder, senior, experienced. Joe Simmons, he's going to probably be the right tackle.
Yeah.
6'5", 320-pounder from James Madison, a senior, experienced. So these are the guys that we're counting on, and to make play to improve our offensive line play, to open up holes for the running backs, and to protect Byron Brown and get these receivers time to go out and do their thing. Um, that's really covering most of the guys on offense. And we switch over to defense, and we really grabbed some guys that caught my attention. Shamar Orno, that name might ring a bell because he had committed to us last year, flipped at the last minute to Florida State, and now he's back. 6'2", 190-pound corner. He's sticky, man. He can cover, and it's good to have him back. He will be a force to be reckoned with during the fall and hopefully all the rest of the spring this summer. He's had a good spring, and hopefully into the fall. Shamar Arnaud is going to play. So get to know that
Oh yeah.
name. He's going to be a player for us. Deshaun Womack, 6'5", 265 from Ole Miss, edge rusher, big get, big get.
Mm.
He's a baller. He can play. And he had some ties to Auburn, some old teammates that they played with in high school. So we're glad to have him, have him on the plains. It's gonna be big for us. Scrap Richardson, 6', 190-pound cornerback from Notre Dame, a redshirt freshman, a big get not only for now and for later. Being that he was a redshirt freshman, we will have him for at least 2 more years on the
Oh
plains.
yeah.
That's a big get right there. Scrap was a high 4-star, a highly ranked, maybe a top 15 cornerback in the nation coming out of high school. So that's a big get for us right there. Also on the defensive side of the ball, we brought Gavin Jenkins, another redshirt freshman, but from South Florida, coming with the coaching staff. He committed to them out of high school, and he's staying with them. So that shows me a lot, especially from these redshirt freshmen and sophomores. They committed to Golish. They followed Golish. They believe in what Golish is doing. And so that tells me a lot. So that I like that. I like the relationships and the bonds that were built and that transferred over. So that's Gavin Jenkins, 6'2", 180-pound corner. That's a good size cornerback. Another cornerback, Andre Jordan Jr. Lock that name in because he has been locking down at practice all spring. He's a 6'1", 175, 180-pound cornerback from UCLA. He leads by example. He comes to work, brings his hard hat every day, and he is showing everybody what he's made of. He was an all Big Ten cornerback from UCLA that we brought in to get to the next step of his career, which is the NFL. And he feel like he can do that the best here at Auburn, and we thank him because that boy is going to be a player for us. He's probably going to be our number one corner. So remember that name, ladies and gentlemen. Andre Jordan Jr., probably going to be number 22. So remember that name. Another USF guy, Fred Gaskins III, safety, 5'10", 200-pound hitter. He's a hitter. He's an in-the-box guy, makes plays in the box for us. So we look to have him the next couple of years. Kamari Todd, got him from UTC. He was from Gardendale, from right here in Alabama. Coming back home to the Plains. He's a sophomore, 6'1" cornerback, real fluid. I'm noticing a theme at cornerback. He likes some 6 feet and up.
Yeah.
Not too many short guys. No 5'10", no more Nehemiah Pritchett's. Even though Nehemiah was a baller.
Nehemiah was nice.
Nehemiah was a baller, baby. No more Nehemiah Pritchett. But yeah, we getting guys. Michael Matthews Canty from Hampton, the junior, 6'3", 215-pound hitter. We needed more linebacker depth. He comes in to bring that to the Plains, and we appreciate it. You also had we talked about Artis and Xavier. We had Nate Johnson, an edge rusher from Missouri, 6'5", 250-pound pass rusher. Can never have enough pass rush. Can never have enough linemen, corners, and pass rushers. You can never have enough. And bringing him in from Missouri, it's going to be a big get. St. Farrier, 6'3", 335-pound space eater defensive tackle from Appalachian State. He's a junior, should be on the Plains for the next couple of years. We can always, you can't never have enough big boys neither. Jesus Christ, can't never have enough defensive linemen. We all know Coach Fontrell likes to rotate them boys out, so here's another rotational piece. And a big get last but not least, Cody Sigler. Number 94, 6'2", 300-pound defensive tackle from Arkansas State, has been getting down, right down nasty all spring. He's another big get that's gonna make big plays for us on the plains this year. So all our newcomers, man, we welcome to the plains. We appreciate you choosing the age, just like the show. They could have been anywhere in the world, but they chose to
Yeah.
come to the plains with us. And we appreciate it, and we're looking forward to seeing your fruits of your labor on Saturday.
Yeah, we listen. I think the thing that stands out, this to all the guys you just mentioned, is a lot of these guys they came with Alice Golnish, so they know the system, and I think that's so good because you don't have to go in and train a crop of guys who may not know the system and it's gonna take a learning curve. These are guys who a lot of these offensive guys that you made mention of, they already know this system. They have been in this system for 1 to 2 years. So it's gonna be an easy transition. On the defensive side, I have no worries because DJ Durkin is just that guy. So I
Yeah,
really have no worries at all on defense. I like the additions that we picked up. I like the guys that we were able to retain. And I think we're in a good position. We got a few comments, and then I'm gonna get into the one name that everybody's been talking about, and that's Byron Brown. But let's see, we got Big Daddy C Man says War Eagle, and he also says he got up with all power. Yes, he did.
that's
Yes,
all.
he did.
That's
Amen to that.
all. You still over there eating Easter eggs, ain't you, my boy?
he get listen. He getting ready for Pentecost. That's the next
Okay,
big one. You getting ready for Pentecost. What's going on? This Run Mac 23. My man, Run. What's going on, man? What's going on, guys? War Eagle, we're back. Yes, sir.
that's
Yo,
all.
guy,
Run.
Kelsey Shepard, 2023.
Chill.
Spencer already making noise for y'all. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Mike McKinney, 59, that boy big, and I think he mentioned talking about Bryson Washington when because that's when I saw the comment popped up
Yeah.
from Baylor. Yes, he is. He's a
Yes, he
big
is.
boy. He is no joke. Ron said, "I'm excited about our defense this year, and I think if we got our offensive line together, we can make a winning season. Finally, run the dang ball." And Alex Golnish is committed to that. He is committed to running the football. He
Hey,
that
that
was
was
the
one
one
of
of the
the
first
first
things
things.
he
That was
said.
one of the first things he said when he got the job, baby. So running the ball, we will do that. And
Yeah,
run, we ain't just looking for no winning season, no baby. We looking for a big season.
yeah. We looking for national championships, college football playoffs burst. All right.
Absolutely.
He said, this is Mike McKinney, 59. What a name for a
For
DB. I
the
think I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember the name
probably
that
scrap.
you
He's
brought.
probably talking about scrap.
Yeah, Scrap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh Ron said, I think the guys that are going to represent Auburn in SEC Media Days will be Brown, Debo, and Cobb 23. Yeah, that's probably pretty accurate. You
Makes
probably
sense.
pretty
That
accurate on
makes
that.
sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Quarterback, Xavier, the best player on the team, and Cobb, the
Hmm.
running back. That probably makes sense.
Yeah. That sounds about
I
right.
can see
That's
that
yeah.
too.
Yeah. He said,
Yeah,
Tony, I
I
see
can see that too.
He said, Tony, I see that cut. Auburn baseball put a mercy rule on stage. Guess he talking about baseball.
As they should. As they should. Shout out to my mom's alma mater. That said one time for my mama, she would have a fit. She is a ASU Hornet to the day that she dies. She lives and breathes and dies. She bought this cup for me. So hey, shout out to my mama.
I used to work in Montgomery, ASU. As I had to do a couple stories there. Unfortunately, I can't go that way. Alabama A&M is my where my allegiance lie.
Hey, I said that for my mama.
Yeah.
Miles College, baby. But that for my
Right.
mama though.
Another
Anything for my
great
mama.
HBCU. Another
Yes,
great
sir.
HBCU.
Yes, sir.
Byron Brown. Let's get into talking about Brian Brown because that's the biggest discussion point probably coming this offseason. Byron Brown, the top rated quarterback in the transfer portal, came to Auburn with Alex Golnish. From all indications, Tony, that I've been hearing, this is Byron Brown's team. They said he has came into that facility and have taken a charge, and this is his team. Let me tell you, I love to hear that. I love to hear that a quarterback can immediately come in and say and take charge and like, okay, these my guys, we got this. The last time we heard this, and we was confident about this, was with Cameron Newton, number 2, when we knew for a fact that was his team. And I don't want to. I'm not comparing Byron Brown to Cam Newton. I would never dare do that. But it does feel like it does give you that same aura of when he took command of the team back when we won that championship in 2010. It does feel that way. How do you feel about Byron Brown? Just how he's came to the Plains and how he's kind of taking the command as the team leader already for the team.
Well, that's important. That's what you want your. I mean, that's what you kind of want your quarterback to do. Um, he's coming in with an immense understanding of the playbook, and he's really familiar with a couple of the running backs, tight ends, offensive linemen, receivers especially.
Yeah.
That is huge because that puts us ahead of the curve from where we've been with the last few quarterbacks outside of maybe Bo Nix because Bo was there for a couple of years.
Yeah.
But even when Bo came in, he came in and had to learn. This guy already knows the system. Granted, he's only going to be there for 1 year. Because Nick Marshall was a quiet leader, so it wasn't quite the same. He was more of a lead by example guy. And if you ever heard Nick Marshall talk, you probably understand why he leads by example. Um,
Hey, Tony.
if you ever heard Nick Marshall talk, you understand why he leads by example and not by words. But anyway, my bad. Shout out to Nick Marshall though. We went to the national championship with Nick Marshall. Hey,
Well,
Nick
he
Marshall
did.
had that offense was exciting. It was exhilarating.
Yeah.
The prayer Jordan hair, all that, the touchdown to Sammy Coates that led up to the kick six, all
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nick Marshall. He dropped that ball again. He fumbled that snap against Texas A&M though. Made me mad though. We should have won that game.
That made me
I ain't
real
gonna
mad. We
say I
should have
ain't
won
forgot
that
about that.
game.
He jumbled and fumbled that whole Texas A&M game. He jumbled that all up. Down at the goal line, we didn't score. He down
Yeah.
there fiddle fatting around. I ain't forgot. I ain't forgot.
We should have
But
won that
anyway,
game. I remember that.
yeah, we should have won that game. That kind of
Yeah.
threw our season off a little bit because we shouldn't have lost that one. We should have won
Yeah.
that game. Texas
Oh
A&M
yeah.
at home. We should have won that with Nick Marshall.
Hmm.
But anyway, yeah, Byron's impressive, man. He 6'3", 230, nice sized young fella. Still not, he still don't measure up to Cam. Nobody can measure up to
No,
Cam.
nobody measures us to Cam Newton.
Nobody, man.
Nobody
He ain't
measures up to
even.
Cam
He's
Newton.
still 6'3", 230. He still ain't as big as Cam Newton.
Nah.
And that's 6'3", 230. That's a large man. Pause, but when you're 6'5", 240, 250, Cam Newton is just different. But that's
Yeah.
neither here nor there. I'm excited about the quarterback situation because for once, everybody's on board with the quarterback. It's not, man, we
Hmm.
should play him or we should play here. There's no Hank Brown, ain't no Holden Garrett. It ain't none of that. Everybody's on board with Byron Brown. Byron Brown is the man for the job. He knows it. The team know it. The fans know it. Coaches know it. Everybody. We all on one accord. Head coach, quarterback. We got that. We got that. That is going to be huge. The only quarterback in the nation last year to go for 3,000 and 1,000. Um,
Hmm.
I wouldn't. I'm not. I don't want him to have to run for 1,000 yards with us because of
Yeah.
the stable of backs that we have. He should get another 1,000 yards running with us. But if he does, by design of the offense, then we should have maybe 3,000 yards rushing because we should run the ball anyway. Cobb should
Yeah.
have over 1,100 yards by himself. Washington should have 600,
At
700
least
yards
six. Yeah.
himself.
at
So
least five, at least between 5 to 700 for
we need to
Washington.
get 2,000 yards out the two running back. I want to see
Yeah,
2,000
yeah,
yards out the
I
two
agree.
running back by
I agree with
themselves.
you on that.
And I would rather Byron not have to run as much. Um, and I don't know if he will with the stable of and the number of backs that we have. Maps is still back there. Tay Meadows,
Alvin Henderson's
uh,
still there too.
Alvin Henderson still here. The Robinson boy we got from UConn last year, he's still on board.
Hmm.
So we brought it, and then Nakai Davenport, he's just as big as Bryson Washington. Both of them 6 feet, 215 pounds. Them some big backs.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm looking forward to seeing Byron Brown work in this space in this offense, and just by way of better coaching, better quarterback play, I expect a better season.
Hmm.
Just by those two things alone, better coaching, better quarterback. We saw what the coaching did for us last year after getting rid of Freeze. We saw what the quarterback looked like for us after getting rid of Jackson Arnold.
That's an honor.
So just imagine an even better quarterback. Not saying what was my man? What was our man? Last year, the
Ashton,
quarterback,
Ashton Daniels.
Ashton Daniels. Ashton Daniels. Not saying anything was wrong with Ashton Daniels,
Yeah.
but I'm I'm think we will all agree that Byron Brown is a better quarterback than Ashton Daniels.
Facts.
I think not poo-pooing up, but I think our offensive staff collectively is better suited and maybe have more continuity than what we had last year at the takeover point.
Yeah.
So it's not far-fetched to say that we would be better coached offensively with a better quarterback. Just with that alone, we saw what we looked like with 3 games of that. Everybody was happy. We lost 2 of those games, but still, you could see the vast improvement from coaching and quarterback. You
Facts.
would. So just imagine a whole winter workout, whole spring, a whole summer going into the fall of better coaching and better quarterback play. Sky's the limit. So Byron Brown gives us hope for the future, or at least for this season coming up. Hopefully, we get to see a lot of it Saturday. A little bit of it, we get to see a little bit of the magic Saturday. It's gonna be offense versus defense.
Yeah.
But yeah, Byron Brown's the man, dude. If the offensive line can come together and give us time, just give us time. I feel like we can have an all SEC quarterback, and if everything plays out the way we all think, it, like sky's the limit, man. Sky's the limit, man. The offense the offense should be good because what they did at South Florida last year was really good offensively. So if you just bring that with a little bit more, with a few added pieces here and there, I mean, especially with the defense to back it up, man, sky's the limit. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
But like I said, we'll
Man.
take those small steps, man. We will start with Saturday, and we'll work from there.
Speaking of Saturday, because we know Saturday is a day, our first opportunity to see what this team will look like going into next season. Um, as you know, I always have said, Tony, you can't put too much stock in the a day, but you can get a glimpse of what the team possibly will look like and what you will see and what you can improve on, what is good. What is just your expectations going into a day for Saturday? What's some things that you want to see um this weekend that'll make you feel good about going into next season?
Um, I just want to see I just want to see a lively passing game. Um, if it's gonna be live, I want to see the offensive line give the back some holes. I want to see the quarterback. Quarterbacks won't be live, so we won't be hitting them. But I want to see
Yeah.
them make the reads. I want to see the passing game. But I also want to see some defensive resistance. Also, I don't want at times like these, the defense should usually be ahead of the offense in situations like this, especially with defensive coordinator coming back and everything staying the same. And situations like this, most of the time the defense is ahead a little bit. I want to see I want to see the DBs be physical. I want to see the line get a push. But like I say, I want to see a little resistance from the defense, but I want to see a little firework from the offense too. I want to see that we're able on both sides. We're capable of making things happen against one another. Again, our offense can make plays against a good defense, but our defense can also keep a good offense in check. So I really want it to be balanced where everybody wins. I want to see the defense get their advantages. I want to see the offense execute and have some wins too. So just looking for just a polished product, man. The attitude, the discipline. Um, I want to see it unfurl on Saturday. I want to see it. Uh, the whole the whole aura around the program changed with Golish.
Yeah.
This ain't the country club it used to be under Hugh Freeze. You know what I'm saying? This is it's turned into a real football place, a real football factory, and things are getting done. From what I've been hearing, from a little bit I've seen, um,
About business. It's a
about business,
business.
man.
It's about business.
Attitude reflects leadership, and boy, you can tell on the plains that the attitude has changed because of the change in leadership. And we are taking on, as my boy Kelsey Shepard, as I always said, we are taking on the identity of our coach, and our coach ain't bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Our coach is not bullshit. He's smacking that gong, and he laying down the law. He's just as straightforward and as honest as he can be. He ain't bull jiving. He ain't
And you
bull
know what?
jiving.
I ain't mean to cut you out, Tony, but you know what I like about Goldenless? He's not a as you would with Hugh Freeze. You kind of with Hugh Freeze, and I ain't saying nothing wrong about it. But Hugh Freeze was a little too nice. Goldenless seemed like he'll get in your A. And I love that about Goldenless.
They already see it. They see
He'll
it.
get in your A.
He is about that business. Xavier Atkins was like, every day you come in, it ain't no choice. You ain't got no choice but to work hard. He said
Right.
before, previous regime, you might come in and Cadillac a little bit. Ain't no Cadillac in now, baby. Only Cadillac is 20. Only Cadillac is 24. That's
Yeah.
the one we all know. Ain't no more Cadillacing on the plane unless it's Carnell, baby.
Right.
Outside of this, you got to earn your stripes. If not, it won't be no stripes for you to get. And I saw the legend, our second best football player ever, because nothing or nobody will ever beat Bo Jackson at Auburn. Not even Cam Newton, because Cam's only second to Bo.
I
Um,
I agree with you on that. I agree
Because
with you on that.
Bo is the legend of all legends. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Cam is the man.
Two
Cam is the
sport
man.
athlete. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you on
Bo is Auburn, but Cam is the man. You know what I mean?
that.
Cam is the man. Greatest college football quarterback ever, Cam Newton. But anyway, Cam said it himself. It's over with. It's time for a change, and we looking for them
Yeah.
wins. We ain't just trying to get bowl wins, but we trying to be in the playoffs. We trying to be in the SEC championship. We trying to be one of them final 12. And like Cam pass the message. He told Golis in there, pass the message, especially to their mamas and daddies and uncles and whoever. You want monies, we want wins.
Win. If you ain't
If
there,
you ain't getting us no wins, we
control,
ain't giving you no
alt,
monies.
delete, control,
Control,
alt,
out, delete, and we go,
delete.
hey, we're looking for somebody else. So if that's the new way, we gonna ride that way. But you gotta,
Yeah,
hey, don't because we got the money. We got
yeah.
the money.
We definitely got the money. We
Now
definitely
we
got
gotta
the
get the
money.
wins. We
Yeah,
gotta get the wins. So if you can bring us the wins, we're gonna give you them ends. If
yeah.
you don't give us no wins, them ends
Control,
gonna come to an
alt,
end.
delete. As Cam say, control, alt,
Control, out,
delete.
delete, baby. So I feel like, man, the bringing back, man, to bring the ingratiating all the old guys into the program,
Yeah, I
bringing
love
them up,
that.
telling them they free to come back. That makes a big difference, dog.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a big difference, dog. Them guys knowing they can come around, man, and them young boys seeing them old heads coming in and breathing that Auburn brotherly love and letting them know what we looking for, and then we behind them 110%. That goes a long way, man. You want to be one of them programs. Like, I hate to say it, like use Miami as an example. When Miami doing
Yeah,
something,
I love Miami.
you see them boys on the sideline, they be right there.
Michael Irvin with that belt.
Michael Irvin be right there. Ed Reed, Adrian James, Andre Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
them boys be there. We need Takeo. We need Ronnie Brown. We need Jason Campbell. We need Ricky Neal. We need Leonardo Carson, Willie Anderson, Stanley McClellan, where you at? Quinn Groves, where you at?
Brad Lester, where you at, man?
Brad Lester, where you at? The Iron Brothers, where you at?
Yeah.
Somebody find
Courtney
Hicks Poor.
Taylor, where you at?
Somebody find Hicks Poor. Somebody find Jimmy Brumbaugh. Somebody
You
go get
going
me
away.
Marcellus Marstella.
I got one for you. Somebody go get Quentin Groves.
I
That's my
said Quinn.
bad.
Somebody go get Junior Rose Green.
Yeah.
Somebody
Carlos
go get Brian
Rogers.
Williams. Shout out to Alex Smith. Shout
Yes,
out,
sir.
shout out to shout out to
Trey
James
Smith.
Bostic. Somebody, Stephen Davis, where you at? Ed King, my man, the most underappreciated Auburn quarterback of all time. Brandon Cox, where are you? Show your face.
Oh,
Show your
you
face.
speaking facts on that one.
Show
Yes,
your face,
sir.
Brandon Cox, Reggie Schlack, Damian Craig,
Damien
Even Gus back
Craig.
on the plains, baby.
Yeah, bro.
Even
Yeah.
Gus back on the plains, baby. It's time.
It's time, man.
It's time. Trey Smith, come out of hide. We ain't seen since the
Yeah.
Iron Bowl. We
That
ain't seen since
rain
the Iron
Iron
Bowl in
Bowl.
2001. It was raining, cold.
Raining, man.
I just knew we were gonna lose. Ain't no way we finna go up here and win. We ain't got no running back.
He ran
Shit, Trey
all over
Smith
them
can't hold my
boys.
boy. Trey Smith gave them boy what they wanted, boy.
Send
Uh,
Derek Marks, man.
Send
Come
Derek
on.
Marks. Marlon Davidson.
Yeah.
Somebody tell Trey Blackman come to the plains.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody go get Trey
Rodriguez
Blackman.
Smith.
Trey Blackman was knocking chin straps off. Carlos Rogers, where
Ooh.
you at, my boy?
Carlos Rogers. Old
Carlos
Sammy Coates.
Dansby. Dontarius Thomas. Reggie Torbor.
Yeah.
Y'all boy, come on back to the plains. It's time, baby. It's time. It's time to take over the SEC,
Anthony
man.
Schwartz.
Anthony
The
Schwartz.
speedster. The speedster.
I'm sorry, motherfucker. Shout out to my boy Ryan.
He be having a not to say. He having a not to
God,
say.
leave the big fast joker ain't do nothing for us, boy. Just fast for
Don't
no reason.
don't
That
don't
wasn't your
don't, don't
fault, though,
call
Schwartz.
don't
That
call
wasn't your
Boo
fault, though,
Whitlow.
Schwartz.
Don't call Boo
Don't care.
Whitlow either. But
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
he
Shout out to my boy Cam Petway. Cam Petway, where you at?
man, definitely one of the underrated backs at Auburn.
Carry
Cam Petway used to run the
on
ball, bro.
Johnson. Carry
Carry
on
on
Johnson.
Johnson. Yeah.
Shout out to Jerry Stidham. But yeah,
Yeah.
this ain't the yeah, man. But look, that's all we saying, man. Bringing those, having those alumni, man, those Auburn guys on the
Ben
sidelines, in
Tate.
the buildings, in practice. That does a lot for those guys, man. It does a lot for the fans, man. It means a lot for the fans.
Oh yeah.
It means a lot to the players. It means a lot to those guys that you give them opportunity to come back and show their face and be around the program that they love, man. So I'm excited, man. The future is now. The future is bright. The present is no time like the present. The time is now. A-Day is Saturday. Like I said, I'm looking for some excitement. I'm looking for some big plays from the offense, but I'm looking for some big plays from the defense too. I'm just looking for big plays to be made, and for everybody to have a good
Right.
time. Everybody go down after the field, get their autographs from their favorite Tigers, and man, let's just have a good time and segue that thing into the summer. And yeah, and we'll come back and talk about it next week, and we'll start our summer program. Also, we'll drop an episode. You know what I'm saying, every other week. You know what I'm saying, throughout the
Yeah.
summer, just to get keep your thirst quenched for your favorite Auburn
Oh,
podcast before we go full blown during the season again.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, we want y'all to stay around and continue to follow us, man. We growing. We are definitely growing, and we getting bigger and better. A few more comments before we get up out of here tonight. At the end of the day, this is Ron said. At the end of the day, I want Auburn to get their respect back. I'm tired of being the butt of everybody's joke. I love that. Yeah, absolutely. I'm tired of that too, man.
Facts, man. Facts, bro.
Yeah. Mike McKinney says, 59 says, screw it, Jeff Holland. Yeah, I went to high school with
Jeff
Jeff
Holland,
Holland.
baby.
I went to
Jeff
high school with
Holland.
Jeff Holland. Uh, Brad for 8 says, what's more than likely? Byron throws for 200, 2,500 or rushes for 1,000. I say
The 2,500 easy.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
2,500.
easy.
Yeah,
He gonna be over 3,000 without. He gonna be over 3,000 yards passing, no doubt.
yeah, yeah. I don't. The 1,000 is it's kind of bad. I don't know about that.
I don't. I don't. I
Kelsey,
don't. I don't know if he'll. I don't know if he'll be. I don't know if we'll run him as much for him to get 1,000 yards.
yeah,
Um, But
we
that's just
shouldn't run him
by
as
design
much.
of the offense. I don't know if we're gonna put him in those positions with so many running backs that we have. But you never know if the
Right.
offense calls for it. Then hey, I'm all for it. But if we can if we can let the running backs do most of the heavy lifting, then and leave him for the pass, and I'm cool with it. But I he's gonna have well over 2,500 yard passing easy.
Facts. All right. So Kelsey says to kill spikes. Being back, I'll bring back the Auburn Super Bowl champions Carlton Davis, Jamal, Dean,
Dean,
Jonathan
Johnson, Jones,
Jones,
well,
and Derek Hall.
them boys be busy during football season. Run, they still work.
Yeah. And I want to say this, man. I ain't had a chance to say it since we've been back. I I appreciate. I know the Seahawks won, but man, Derek Hall should have been MVP of the Super Bowl. Derek Hall had the two of the biggest plays in that Super Bowl in February. I think he should have been the MVP, but that's
Yeah,
neither nor
that'd
there.
have been real dope. But yeah,
Yeah,
man, the Super Bowl champs, I think they be busy during football season. Most
yeah.
of them guys still in the league getting checks, Run. So they got
They
to
on their
catch up
Super
with the
Bowl
off season.
tours. They on their
Yeah,
Super Bowl tours. It's about laughing my A off. Ben Tate, yes, one of
Ben
my favorite
Tate,
running backs.
Ben Tate was a runner, boy. 44 used to get
Yeah,
down, boy. 44 used to run that thing, boy.
yeah. Ben Tate. Ben Tate. Who did he? What's his name? Eric Berry. I still remember when Auburn went to Tennessee. I think this was the last time they went to Tennessee. Ben Tate came down the hole and blasted Eric Berry. Eric Berry just fell flat down. I said, "What in the
Hey man, we had a habit of going to Tennessee and breaking down them DBs, boy. 'Cause when Ronnie Brown
yeah,
ran over Jason Allen for that touchdown, Lord have mercy.
boy, he made Eric Berry look silly. I said, "Oh my god." Derrick Brown came back too. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Derrick Brown
Yeah, I
was in
seen
there.
Derrick Brown back at practice the other day. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, Derrick Brown was in there. Ontario McCallum, another one of my favorite running backs.
that boy was fast,
Ontario.
boy. That boy was fast, boy. He
Yeah.
probably ain't weighed about 140 pounds, but boy, he was fast.
Yeah.
I think the
Ontario was a bad dude.
biggest thing on Terry McKayla was his face mask on his socks, goddamn.
Yeah.
That boy was a little bitty. That boy used to skate, boy.
Oh yeah. The famous Chris Davis. Oh yeah, he a
Hey,
legend.
shout out to Chris Davis all day.
Yeah.
Boy, he couldn't cover, but boy, he ran that kick out back though.
He ran that kickoff though. He
He
gonna
ran that
forever live. He
ran
gonna
that
forever
field goal.
live
He ran
that.
that field goal back. Yeah, he ran that field
Yeah.
goal back. Then the crazy part about it, Chris Davis, an Alabama fan, man.
You gotta be lying.
Man, Chris Davis grew up an Alabama fan, man.
Wow.
Said when he
That's
was running the
crazy.
back, said he was running the back a little bit. He thought about running out of bounds.
Man.
That man grew up a freaking Alabama fan, bro.
Well, I'm so glad he played for Auburn and ran it
Yeah,
back.
sure did. 'Cause we needed that one, bro.
We need that one bad, man. We
That,
need that
that
one
was
bad.
that was one that lived in infamy forever.
They still ain't got over it.
They
They
won't.
still ain't. They still ain't got over that.
I mean,
Every time
it's
you bring
some
it
I
up.
ain't got over. It's some I ain't got over. That Bryce Young game, I ain't got over that. That four overtime game, I
Yeah.
ain't got over that. That that
What that grade digger with Jalen Miro,
that
I don't think
great
I ever gonna get
J.
over
I
that
ain't got
one.
over that.
I
Can't
don't
get
think I'll
over
never
that.
get over that one. I don't think I'm gonna ever get over that one, my man.
Man, it's something that hurt, boy.
Somebody said he said he would have ran out and got shot. Oh man. But listen, man, we appreciate y'all hopping on tonight, being with us. C&T Talking Tigers talk about spring football. As Tony said, we're gonna be back next week to just kind of recap the game. Just to tell y'all what we saw, how we feel about us going into the off season. But hey, as we continue to say, continue to follow us, continue to like and share what we got going on. We continue to grow our avenue, and we want to continue to get into households and just continue to talk about Auburn football and other Auburn sports. So continue to share us, continue to share this. And yeah, we want to hear from y'all. So shout us out and let us know we back. Tony, as always, you know how we end this, sir.
Hey man, I want to before we end everything, I want to give a shout out to my boy Coach Smoot. He's an Alabama guy, boo, but he wants to show us some love, show C&T some love, and want to do a little Alabama Auburn cross training. So when we get a chance, we're gonna link with
Okay.
him. But want to just give him a shout out before we ended the show. But yeah, hey, you could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you were here with us,
Absolutely.
and we appreciate it. We thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. We'll see you next week. And until then, whoa.
Whoa.
Eagle.
Eagle. Hey.
Hey.
See y'all. Have a great night.